Hey, thanks a lot, Barry. And Coach, it's just, last week it was turnovers that kind of backed us up. Tonight it was fumbles and the inability to punch in the end zone there too late. Just another tough night.
Well, it was. I feel sorry for these kids. They're fighting hard. They're trying hard, and everybody seemed like we play is pretty good. And we don't always get the nod on the penalties or the turnovers or whatever. But shoot, man, it's coaching and playing. That's what it is. We got to do better. I got to do a better job. Coaches got to do a better job, and the players got to do a better job. And maybe it could come down to recruiting in the future.
Made some adjustments against the run, specifically in the second quarter. Really did a great job going in the locker room. Came out, got the block point, came away with just a field goal. But after that, South Alabama just lined it up man on man and just had it their way in the second half.
I pointed out to a lot of people, I don't know if I did y'all, but if you counted the juniors and seniors on their football team, there's 61 of them. And, they look like a good football team, and they are a good football team. And, Joey and his staff have done a good job building it. And they did a good job tonight, and they finished it off right. And it's a game that we probably were a little bit overmatched, but we had a chance to win it if we could have done some things a little bit better.
Now back at the beginning of the season, the stretch that we're in right now is one of the critical ones we were talking about. The Friday night game here, following that back up with the first trip in a long time to Statesboro, and they're always tough over there. But right now they're sitting 4-0 in conference, and that's next Thursday night, so another short week and turnaround.
Right, it's tough. It's tough on these kids to have to come off the road. We're going to give them all day tomorrow off set for treatment, and then we'll start our week with them on Sunday, try to get a good prep in with the coaches tomorrow and the next day. But, college football, man, it's right. There must be a TV czar out there somewhere that's running it, because when you do that to kids, we talk about academics, that's a laugher. We're traveling on Thursday, we're traveling on Fridays, we're traveling on class days, and much less their bodies and their minds and spirits. So, I guess I'm getting close to the time when I can talk a little bit about that kind of stuff. But I think there should be some consideration for the flesh of the student athlete.
Well, Coach, thanks. Safe for joining us. Safe travels, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it.
Another tough night. We talked about it last week after the loss at home against Appalachian State. Had another chance here tonight and got away from us in the second half.
We came out pretty fired up out of halftime. They did a good job of trying to take the breath out of us, going down there and getting that score. So that was the main thing. Just trying to keep guys to keep that character. It's bigger than just football. Just trying to get guys to grow up as men. So it's the main thing we're trying to get to go out throughout the locker room.
The biggest thing tonight was offensively, in the first half, was at times able to move the football, but it seemed like every time we pick up 5-6 yards, we'd have the penalty coming back in the other direction. How frustrating is that as a player to get some positive yardage erased by penalties?
That kind of messed us up a lot. You got a drive going, you feel like you kind of getting your groove going. A 15-yard penalty kind of hit you kind of hard, so they wasn't expecting it. So I feel like the penalties hurt us pretty bad early on. The defense was playing a great game. So just little things like that kind of took us out of the game.
So another short week, turnaround trip, travel next Wednesday to Statesboro to take on Georgia Southern and play them Thursday night on ESPNU. What's it take? Because now after the loss tonight, of course, eliminated from bowl eligibility, the most we could do is 5-7. What do you think about for your senior year, playing out these final games and finishing on a high note?
Just trying to get guys going. Like I said, just trying to build character throughout the locker room. Even though you feel like you're not playing for a bowl game, you got to play for something. And whether it be the seniors or the coaches, just getting guys to grow up and understand that it's bigger than just them, and it's bigger than just wins and losses, because we could be a lot worse than what we're doing. So just trying to get that going throughout the locker room.
Last week, it was a difficult loss at home against Appalachian State. Another tough one here tonight to another Sun Belt foe, South Alabama.
It was a tough loss tonight. At this point, I really don't have the words to really explain what happened. I don't know.
Well, I think it's one of those things, too, the coach said now, from the senior aspect of stepping up and leading this team through the final weeks of this season, is the challenge now for you and the other senior classmates and getting ready for a big road trip next week to Statesboro against Georgia Southern.
Leading this team is something that something that I've been trying to do all year, and not just now. So I keep telling the guys what I've been telling them. play for your pride, play for the people that come out and support you, and most important, play for the man that's next to you.